Well, welcome back, my little whipper-mathers. By the time we all are watching this video, our break is going to be over. I missed you guys. I hope you had a good break. I'm excited about this unit that we're jumping into. We're going to be talking about factorization. I know that sounds very fancy, and it kind of is, but it's not that hard. It's really quite fun. And basically, if you know, a factor is a number that you multiply together to get another number. So when we talk about factorization, we're talking about finding all the factors of a number. Like if I had the number 24 and I wanted to break it down into its factors, I would always start with the smallest factor, which is 1, and the largest factor, which is the number. So that's my starting point, no matter what, when I'm breaking a number down to factorize it. And then I test each number after that to see if it works. Like 2 is my next number to try, and 24 is even, so I know that I can actually divide 24 evenly by 2. 2 times 12. And then I test 3. Yes, 3 goes into 24. 3 times 8 to get 24. And then finally I test 4. Oh, 4 works too. 4 times 6, and my only last digit to test in between 4 and 6 would be 5. And I just know my math facts, so I know that 24 is not divisible by 5. It doesn't end in a 0 or a 5 in the ones place, so that's like a little trick that we'll talk about when we get into divisibility. But you can see I've made these little factor pairs, factors that go together to make a number. And when I count up all the factors of 24, I count that they have 8. 24 has 8 factors. And that's important because one of the main things we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be distinguishing prime and composite numbers. Now, prime numbers are special, and you're going to use this so much in your upper level math. They are like the building blocks of other numbers. And prime numbers are special because they only have exactly 2 factors. So I'll give you this little cheat sheet, and that might help you like refer to it when you're feeling stuck. And then we will do a lot with prime numbers, like this fancy thing called prime factorization. Prime factorization just means taking a number and breaking it down into a string of prime numbers. And so, factors, I should say. So if I'm starting here with 20, I break it down to 10 times 2. 2 is prime, so I get to rope him off. 10 is not prime, so I have to keep going. 5 times 2 gives me 10, and both of those numbers are prime. So lo and behold, I have found the prime factorization of 20, which is 5 times 2 times 2, or 5 times 2 to the power of 2, my little advanced chickens. And that is how it goes. You might be thinking like, why do I care about all this? Well, prime factorization helps us with a lot of shortcuts through fraction work. And I really wanted to jump into fractions right away, but it makes much more sense to start with this factorization unit so you can use some of those shortcuts when we get to fraction operations. So I'm excited. I hope you are too.